Thank you for your patience tonight. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad that you've joined us, and we're ready to just have some fun. I hope you have grabbed a drink or a snack. We are just definitely focusing on self-care, and we really pretty. Okay, I've got some feedback on my end. So, okay, hopefully this is going right. All right. So it's just fun to break bread together, to get together. And I know that everyone has been impacted by this COVID-19, and some in small ways, some in big ways. I know my husband's income has taken a big hit, and I'll introduce myself in just a little bit. And you might even be wondering, why am I on this call listening to this lady who has crazy looking hair? Like this side is curled and this side is not, but that's because I'm doing a demo to show you my thin hair here and the other side. Okay, but what this has really brought me to do, this COVID-19, is to really think, what can I do? And because whatever we focus on in life, we get more of. And I am ever grateful for Monat being recession proofed so that our family doesn't have to cave into the fear. And one cool thing that has come from this is participating in this shelter-in situation is, as we find ourselves in this, we can get more creative on ways to connect with others. And I don't know about you, but I'm missing seeing my friends and socializing with them in person. And so this is the next best thing, right? So I love how technology, it's giving me a bigger appreciation for technology and how it allows us to be in each other's homes without going anywhere, making memories together. So anyway, we all need to get started. We'll need to get started because one of my gals, I want to respect her family's needs. Her son has a little social connecting thing and needs her phone in a few minutes. So I just love how resilient we moms are, and we just roll with it when things come up. And that's why you'll see her leave the screen. And I just don't want you to think she's food poisoning or something, but anyway, all right. And then at the end, I'm hoping, even if you're on video or not, I'm hoping you'll share your name, what city you're watching from, and one or two things you would like to change about your hair, and one thing you're grateful for through this experience of being sheltered in. And I did put some makeup on for you guys, and you can't see the bottom half of me, but I got some granny compression socks on because I was thankfully able to get a laser vein surgery in before I got, you know, sheltered in. So it's a great recovery time for me. And I even found some lip gloss. All right, so I've got notes here because I can sometimes get nervous. And but I love how Monat just gives us something to follow so that if anybody can read, anybody can do this. But Monat stands for Modern Nature, and we focus on scalp health to clean follicles, and some even enjoy regrowth because 10 to 15 years follicles can be asleep or dormant, and our products can wake them back up. So that's exciting. Our shampoos remove residue from hair without stripping it of its moisture. And we have one ingredient that's infused in most of the line, and it's pretty much the magic behind the brand. And just to give it a little bit of, just one pinch of a shout out, because I love it so much, why it's different. Its molecular structure is smaller than all of the other hair oils on the market. And so it can actually penetrate through the hair shaft. It can get inside the hair follicle, and it can go to the lowest layer of our skin. So it's pretty exciting to be able to offer that. It's more like a carrier oil. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Jen, and she's got short hair. She's going to tell you about her hair and her favorite products to use, and we'll keep going. So hopefully, Jen, do you want to unmute yourself?
I'm unmuted. Okay. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Hi. So I'm Jen Caudill, and I live in Spanish Fork, Utah. I lived in Texas for a while, and so that's kind of how I met Lisa. So I recently went from being a brunette and having like an A-line hairstyle to this, to blonde and short. And I did it in about 8 weeks, which would normally take about usually about 4 or 5 months to do that, going from that dark to this blonde, but I was not worried because I had Monates. And whenever I go to my hairdresser, I bring all my Monate stuff and make sure she uses that. And she was so worried that my hair might fall out or anything because of how fast we did it, but it didn't. So that's one of the many reasons why I love Monate. So learning how to style this hairstyle has been a little bit tricky. I've learned that I have calyx all over my head. And so to tame my hair and everything, I have found some fabulous products in Monate that I love. One of the first things that I use is the blowout cream. And so after I get out of the shower and I kind of towel dry my hair, I just put like literally like pea size of this on there and rub my hands together, rub it through my hair real good. And then I love this Tousled Texturizing Mist. So what I do with this is I just spritz it. My hair is damp when I'm doing this. I'm just spritzing it around. And what it does is it really helps to tame my hair. So after I'm done blow drying it, it's not like fluffy and I don't have all these flyaways. And so that is super helpful. And then this is one of my most favorite things. This is the Monate Black Groom Styling Clay. I originally just thought this was for guys. Nope, it's for girls too. And we can use it in a bunch of different ways. But what I do, so when I did my hair today, I didn't put any styling product in. I didn't put any hairspray in, nothing like that. And my picture is like really small on here. So I hope that I could. So what I do is I just put a little bit on my fingers and it's white. As you can see, it smells so good. It smells minty, but I don't want it going in my hair white. I learned that the first time. So you really want to like do this with your fingers. So what I do is I just use it to kind of piece my hair and give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of just more control. So I'm just really styling it. Sometimes I'll have like this come out here like this. So that is what I do. And I can't really see myself but hopefully that looks good. And then if I do have a few flyaways, I love the Rejuvenique Light. So we have the Rejuvenique Light and the regular Rejuvenique. And the Rejuvenique Light, it's just the same thing. It's just not as heavy. So, and I especially like this. So I'm just going to do a drop. A little bit goes a long ways. If I want to wear my hair more sleek, I just put that on there. And then what I do, any kind of little hairs that I have that are sticking up, I just use this to smooth them and gives it a little bit of shine. And it's real light, so it's not weighing my hair down at all. And so yeah, and that's it. It's just super easy and I love it. And this can also be used for so many things. We have a list of like 100 things that you can use this for. And I really love it, like on my hands, on my cuticles, especially right now. It's been so dry here. And then I just want to give a shout out to our pet line. So I have a 75-pound Labradoodle. We got him a year ago, February, to train to be my son's working service dog. I have a son that has some special needs. He has a rare neurological disorder. And so we are training Scout to help him. And he is beautiful. He's like an apricot. But I noticed that when we got him, he was just so itchy. And even after the first time I took him to the groomer, he was just super, he was just even itchy afterwards. And I was like, what is going on? So I got the dog shampoo and the spray. And then what I did is I paired it with the children's conditioner and then the children's detangler. And I took that to my groomer the next time and she used that on him. And oh my heavens, he was not itchy anymore. And the children's conditioner that I used on him made his coat just minky soft. I wish I had a picture. I mean, I could say, send Scout up here, but that might not be good. Come running up here. But I love it. And then the spray that goes with it, just after a while, your dog needs to be bathed, but they get just a little bit stinky. You just spray that on them and it just neutralizes it. And the other thing that I love about the shampoo too is when you're bathing your dog, you don't get that awful wet dog smell. There's something in it that neutralizes it. And so it's great. So I don't dread giving him a bath because of the smell. And then one more shout out to our skincare line. Our skincare line is amazing. Now, when I was younger, I was taught to take care of my skin at a very, very young age. My mom showed me good products and everything to use. I've always used very high-end products for my skin. And so when Monty came out with this skincare, I thought, okay, well, we're going to give this a good test. And I absolutely love it. It is the best that I have ever used. And I have used some really, really, really great lines, very expensive lines. But it's fabulous. And most people know Monty for our hair care, but our skincare is fantastic as well. So, all right, back to you, Lisa. Is she there?
Okay, are you done, Jen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, so my name is Lisa Stubbs. I'm going to share how I got started on this healthy hair journey. I used to be in education, overseeing summer and after school programs for 9 years for a school district. And we all know that in education, there's a cap on how much you can earn and that you're overworked usually as well. And yes, I was on overload. Then I became a wife and stay-at-home mom of 4, and I live in Dallas. In 2008, we began a 7-year financial struggle. We were 3 months away from moving in with my parents in California, and my mom might not even know that, but my hair was directly impacted by the stress of those feelings of desperation. Can you relate? Not to mention the fact that my hormones, go askew. Sometimes they were a mess, and I have a genetic disorder where it doesn't allow it affects vitamin absorption for hair, particularly the B vitamins. So my hair was falling out, it was thinner, and to top it off, it was horribly damaged. And I can still remember the feeling of people, when they'd sit behind me, I would just cringe because I knew that they could see the split ends in my hair and the damage, and it was embarrassing to me. And basically they had a perfect view of my hot mess hair, and I had about 13 years of bad hair days. My self-confidence took a big hit, and I was hiding in my home, tearing myself apart with negative self-talk, and just had a steady stream of berating myself over the coals. And sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, And I also felt like I needed to please everyone around me. In essence, I wasn't being true to who I am and reaching my potential anymore, as I stumbled into the dangerous game of comparisonitis, where I was watching people live their lives on social media by being on the sidelines. And it may sound cliche, but changing my shampoo changed my life. And after 5 months of using Monat's products, my hair had completely transformed to the point where friends kept asking me, "What did you do to it?" And my self-confidence started coming back, and I wasn't looking for a business opportunity, nor to be part of a multi-level marketing company, but I decided to push the submit button and become a part of a solution for my family's needs and take a risk with believing in myself. I chose faith over fear, and little by little, that crippling anxiety was replaced by personal development, which created self-love, and I felt better. I was more clear about my life and what I wanted out of it. And I started to love who I was becoming. And then earning a Cadillac has been just amazing, but earning income while I become the best version of myself, it's basically a no-brainer for me. But now that I'm in charge of how I feel inside, I can honestly say I've never been happier. I feel like I've come back to life. I'm a better wife, mother, friend, community member, And I know why people drive nice cars, you guys. Those steering wheels are pretty amazing even. And I've earned some fun trips, got to take my first cruise with my husband to Bermuda. And I even got to go launch London when we opened there. And I've made some incredible lifelong friends because I'm helping others achieve their dreams. And it just brings me joy. So I'm excited to continue on my journey to find out what else is in store for me and strengthen more friendships and meet more people, because I love adding beautiful people to my life. So I'm going to share, I've got really fine, thin hair. I'm sure you can probably see through it, but it's just super fine and thin. So for me, I use a blowout cream for when I blow dry my hair, because I like to wear it straight the majority of the time. And then I have to use a thermal shield protectant, okay? Now this is great because it shields my hair up to 450 degrees. And it is that layer. And I should mention really quick that when you use hair products, your heat protectant, those go on last. So you would add your styling products first, but unless you use a leave-in conditioner, this is a very lightweight one. You would put this in first, then your styling products, and then your heat protection products, okay? So you don't have to use, basically you use whichever, your blowout cream for a blow dryer and thermal shield if you're going to use a hot tool, curling iron to your hair. I hope that makes sense. All right, and then I just comb it through my hair and it works really nicely. Okay, the other product that I'm going to spotlight that is so great for thin hair people, because we deal with tangles. We have the most tangly hair. Okay, and you wouldn't think that because there isn't much of it, but this has a really nice fresh scent to it, and it's called Unknot Detangler for the knotty hair, K-N-O-T-T-Y, when your hair is unruly and knotty. So after, and I think that's kind of a fun play on words. So after I shower, I put it on, I squirt it on towel dried hair. I focus on the knots and the tangles. And then you can brush through it. And it's not a heavy type of product. It's so lightweight, and I love how my hair feels after I've put it on. All right, it also strengthens and protects hair from breakage caused by brushing, and it can be used daily. You can use it on wet or dry hair. So one of my friends has told me that she likes to spray it on her hair when her hair is maybe like 4 or 5 days old after shampooing, to just brighten it up and give it some more shine. So it's very weightless. I love it. All right. So then my next product that I'm going to spotlight real quick is the Champ conditioning dry shampoo. This is my new best friend forever, okay? It does not contain any butane or talc as its base, and that is wonderful. In one little tip, you want to make sure that you shake it until it gets cold to the touch. And that helps to activate those, natural botanical products that are in there, or ingredients that are in there. So you shake it until it's cold, and then you're going to hold it. You'll spray it about 10 to 12 inches away from your hair. And the best tip in the world with dry shampoo that I can give you is to do it at night. Okay. So before I go to bed, I will spray it into my hair, and I don't brush through it at night. And I'm like spraying it in there pretty good, because my scalp is fairly oily. And in the morning when I brush it through, it's like my hair's ready to go. I love it. And I can use this for on second day hair, for third day hair. And then I like on my third day, this is day 3. So I'm doing this beachy look that I'm going to show you in just a pinch. And then I can go day 4 wearing a hat. So that's kind of how I extend my shampooing with a greasier scalp, okay? But what I do love about this is that it is conditioning. Okay, now I'm going to jump to this heating tool that I have come across. It is so awesome to do this. So if you have trouble with a curling iron, or you're just not sure how to do your curls, or you just want a new addition to your hair regime, and to get like the beachy wave look, this is more like a flat iron, right? So it's super easy to use, and it really doesn't take that much time. So I obviously did the rest of my hair, and I'm going to just show you. This is my first time doing it in front of a computer instead of a huge mirror in my bathroom. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm hoping, so you can see I didn't have to leave it in long, and I'll mess that up in just a sec because I just have one more layer that I left for myself because I didn't want you guys to just watch me wave my hair all night, but okay. So I just let it sit in there for a second. Okay. And then I've just got this nice beachy wave to my hair. And what's cool too, let me just turn that off so I don't burn down the house tonight. I do love, I've got to give a little shout out to Dry Texturizing spray because this is great for the beachy balm look. So you can just spray that in and it kind of gives it a little fuller look. Now, one more, you guys, I had a really hard time, I have to say, confession, I have a really hard time streaming down which products I'm going to talk about, but this hairspray for thin hair is amazing. I can shake it up until it's cold to the touch as well. And then I spray it on my hair and my hair stays that way, but it's gentle, light enough that I can run my fingers through my hair, but my hair stays put all day long. Okay, before this hairspray, I used to have to carry a brush around in my purse and literally brush through my hair. It gets, oh, I don't remember the word I used to say because it's been like 5 years. Not tangly, but strangly. So I'd have to brush through my hair all the time. Anyway, so that is just fabulous for a thin-haired person. All right, so now I'm going to turn the time over to Georgia. So take it away, friend.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? Did I do it right? Can you hear me? Yay. Okay. Let me get back to this. So I was introduced to Monat through Lisa. By the way, my name is Georgia Provett. I have been with the business since, with the company, July will mark 3 years actually. And so prior to Monat, I've spent at least 30 years, and I can say all 30 years, trying to find the right products for my hair type. So I have a very mixed set of hair here. My father's actually mixed and my mother is full Greek. And a lot of times in those households, what happens, and this is just me being brutally honest, is that, so my mother, she doesn't know how to deal with my type of hair. So growing up, it was all about trying to straighten it. She tried to perm it once. It was just a huge, huge mess. So anyway, I've spent countless of years and money on so many different products that did not give me the results that I wanted. My hair was damaged. I would straighten it so much, or just a lot of buildup from previous products, hairsprays, gels. The big look is back in style, thank goodness. Before it used to be like, we have to gel our hair so much because we wanted it like little curls, tiny curls. Now we get to actually express our natural hair. So I have washed my hair with our restructure line, and I am doing the restructure line because I took some time. I wasn't focusing on my hair as much as I should have been. So it's super wet right now. It actually looks decent if it were to dry. Monat has left my hair to where it doesn't frizz as much as it would using, if I were using like a different set of shampoo and conditioner previously, if I was using even Moroccan or Aveda. I've tried everything, even like, expensive products. So anyway, I like to sell it pretty wet. It still has a decent amount of wetness to it. So I've actually created some of my own concoctions for my curls. And I use the restyling taffy. So this is almost like, I think it was Jen, what's her name, was mentioning with the Monat Black clay, but this is a taffy and it's a little bit thinner than the clay itself. And what I do with the clay is I also use the Tousled Texturizing Mist. I believe it's already been like the highlight of each of our hair care routine. And for curly hair, such as myself, it's so important to section the hair. So I'm going to just kind of do like a bigger section here. So I've got a decent amount here. Another important tip for curls is combing your hair instead of brushing your hair when it is wet. A lot of people may not be familiar with that, but also something else I want to point out, and this is for all hair. When you brush your hair or comb your hair, you always start from the bottom and work your way to the top, because that way you're actually pulling any knots out to a fresh, clean bottom. And actually, I forgot my favorite product to use first is actually the Rejuva Beads. This is a split-end mender, and I always use this product when I wash. My washes are typically from 4 to 5 days, so I don't wash my hair in between. And I will tell you why, using my name, I don't wash my hair so much. But first, I forgot to put this product in. This is part of the Restructure line that I washed my hair with, and it's actually the end. It is the Inner Force Restructuring Serum, and this is like a repair. I can't remember all the details of what it does, but I know that it works. So I don't want to forget this step. And it's got two different, I don't know if you can see the white and the clear. It's actually a double pump thing. So you mix it together, and I just put it, space it. So I am definitely at home relaxing. As you can tell, I'm in my PJs. I've got my big old 9-month belly hanging out, and I've got my unicorn slippers, and I have a cup of chocolate milk because that is my cocktail of choice lately. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing prior to putting that product in my hair, and I might need to wet it a little bit more. Let me add some water. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Can you all hear me still? Am I back? Okay. Okay. Sorry, my boyfriend's trying to call me on his break at work. So I added some water because I like it. It's got to be a decent amount of wet. I don't want it dry. So I'm going to start with the beads. And I don't use much. There's just 2 pumps. I'm going to go through it. And you want to comb this through for at least 30 to 60 seconds. To repair any split ends. But I like it more. It's not about the split ends. For me, it's actually, this is all about the moisture. It feels so silky in my hair. And it just there's something about it that it does. It's like even flyaways and frizz it helps with. I could style all my hair with just this one product if I was in a hurry. So that tells you how amazing just about any of my products are. So I'm going to comb it through. And I'm only going to do like a part while I'm on. That way I don't go through all my hair to do. So I do the taffy. And it looks so much on the screen, but I promise you, it's like probably would be about a nickel size if I put it all together. It's not a lot. This little jar lasts me months. I'd say about 4 to 5 months. So it looks like I used a lot, but I didn't. I mixed it with 1 pump of the Tousled, and I mix it all together. And I just go through. And I do 2 different ways. I'm going to run it through. And then I'm also going to scrunch it. So I hold my scrunchie, and then I would start moving on to another section. And I would come back and I do a blowout to all my hair all together after it's about 75% dry. So I'm gonna let it sit and then you'll be able to see it towards the end, the difference that my hair will make as it dries. When I do my blowout, I use the blowout cream as well because it has a heat protectant in it. And I don't use much of that. I put a very tiny bit. So for all my hair, which, like I said, I have a lot of hair here. Once it dries, it's huge. This actually looks decent for just shampooing it. I'm not going to put the product in all of it right now. I'll do it as Lisa finishes. But it's all going to be like ring curls when I'm all done with it. And yeah, like I said, I just put a tad bit of blowout cream over the top towards the end, but you can see how much hair I have, and I do about 3 sections. And for these bottles, this is 4.5 ounces. This taffy is 1.7 ounces. You can imagine this, like I said, lasts me 4 to 5 months. So I don't have to re-up on products for so much time. And I do style my hair pretty often because I work in the public, so I want to look nice. My hair also, with Monat products, the reason why I'm able to wash every 4 to 5 days, I shower every day, I promise, but it's because the buildup is not as much as previous products. So when I would shower before using whatever product I was using, I always felt dirty and grungy, and I could feel the buildup in my hair, so I felt like it was just necessary. I had to wash it out and start all the way over. With Monat, I can still jump in the shower, clip it up, and just feel clean even afterwards. So it's really easy to refresh my hair the next day if I would want. Sometimes I just wake up and fluff it out. But I do wake up and I will do either like a little bit of the kids detangler or just water itself. Sometimes I do a little texturizing mist with water and finish it off. I do use the Rejuvenate oil as well as a finishing. My hair's got a good shine to it using Monat now, but it just does something about these little flyaways, and my grays don't follow the pattern of my hair. So the Rejuvenate oil actually helps them to follow instead of just kind of doing their own thing over here. So a few other tips for, this is all hair types too, especially curly hair, is first of all, the towel that you saw my hair wrapped in is a specific towel for hair. So a lot of times we use our cotton towels, but those actually pull your hair, as well as your pillowcases. If you're using cotton, will pull your hair out. So you're just damaging your hair, creating more split ends. You want to use silk pillowcases. I actually wrap my hair with my Monat wrap that they gave me as a gift, and it is nice and silky. And then this towel is like, it's a microfiber, and it's actually called the hair towel. I don't know if you can see that, by Yoga Rat. So it's something I just purchased a long time ago. One of my other investments that I made for my curls is this Deva Curl blow dryer, and it has a hand diffuser. So it's like me taking my hand and scrunching my hair, and I would take it and I just simply do this and this. Lisa remembers my my blow dryer. I purchased it right before we were going to DC, and it was my first time to use it, and I'm going to tell you now, it was probably the best besides Monat, the best other hair product I could have purchased. So I think that is my hair care routine. I use all the products. I have to give a shout out to the kids line. I have 3 beautiful children. So my oldest has been using it since he was 8, and he now uses the men's 2-in-1 line because it's easier because he is a child and they want to get in and out of those showers fast. My 2 little ones have hair all the way down their back. My son is a little Mowgli, and he's my little Tarzan. He's got hair all the way to his butt crack pretty much. So I hear one of them at my door. So he uses the junior line, and their detangling and just the conditioner itself is amazing. I actually have the little detangler here but that works wonders. I use Hour lines on my dog. I have a huge dog. I don't know if I can get him. He's in here hiding with me because the kids are being rough out there. But he is huge. He's about 100 and something pounds. And I actually just used my what is it called? The Renew shampoo line on him because it leaves his hair silky soft, and he has bad allergies as well. So I used the 2-in-1 Monate Black and the Renew shampoo, and he smells great. His hair is silky soft and fluffy, and he doesn't itch anymore. So Monate can go all the way around for whatever you absolutely need it for. I love the product so much. All right, Lisa, I'm going to pass it back over to you. And I'm going to finish styling my hair. Do I have to undo? Oh, I got it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to just quickly go over some ways to extend your color. So let's say that you get your hair colored like I do. And this is a general list. And so you can just pick ones that work for you, because you're not going to want to do all of these things, right? So one idea I think that would be fabulous for somebody like Georgia that has longer hair, because it's not going to work for me, but slick your hair back into a bun or a top knot. You know, if you slick it back, then you can't really see the roots as much, okay? Another thing is that you can wear a headband. Another way is that you can nurture your follicles with our Rejuvenique oil. An overnight oil scalp treatment can really actually help extend your color. You can throw a hat on, okay? This one says hair goals. So this is like my day number 4 hat that I love. You can change your part. So see, I actually have a calico over here, but I could switch my hair to the other side and it actually will show differently with my color. You could even do the middle, you know, so you can just switch your part around. You can add texture, you know, with like a dry texturizing mist. You can wear a fishtail braid or any other type of braid or do different kinds of styles like that. You can grab a scarf and I'm like, I did take a picture of myself wearing a scarf today so I could show you. Okay, so you can totally like rock a scarf. I have not done that yet, but I was like, I tried tying it and was like, yeah, that actually works. I could wear it. Monate offers long-lasting color products. Okay, so we have phytopigment shampoos and conditioners like the purple shampoo. We have it for brunettes and also for blonde, like regular blondes, not platinum blondes. So both of those kinds of blondes. You can wear a voluminous hairstyle where you use root lifter to give your roots more lift, and obviously use a heat protectant, and then you would round brush your hair to give it a lot more volume so that your roots are just, you know, they just won't really be seen as much. So that's kind of fun too. You can accept the moment as it is and hashtag show your roots. And that actually supports your hairstylist who colors your hair. That's actually a thing right now where stylists are like, show your roots, because if you don't and you try to color your hair at home, you will probably be needing to pay out a larger sum of money, usually like 3 times the cost, to repair your hair color to get it back to what you had before. So it's, you know, a lot of trouble and work, and it's damage for your hair to have to go through all that. You can spritz on some dry shampoo. That also helps because sometimes, like, the dry shampoo is a white color, and so that actually lightens the root area. You can give yourself beach hair like this to make it fuller. And you can also rock the unintentional ombre, where your roots are growing out, and you can just rock that style, which is basically supporting your stylist with showing your roots. Okay, so that's what I have for you there. Before we close out, I just want to mention that we'll be having a raffle. So you will be contacted either tonight or tomorrow to let you know. We have choices on products because not every product that we have as a gift is something that everybody's going to want. So we're going to give you a selection. So that'll be fun to be able to choose if you're the winner. And then we have a pampering gift for everybody. In the spirit of wanting to help others, we'd love to treat you to an at-home spa experience where we'll give you a treatment mask for your hair. And some of you might already have one. Others will get it to you, but it's something that you can use in place of your conditioner. So you can let it sit on your hair after you shampoo for up to 5 minutes, and your hair will be so pampered, and you will just be, you'll just be so happy. Keep it, like, you'll have a hard time keeping your hands out of your hair, but you will love it. And it will give you a glimpse of the quality of our products. So Monat is all about choices. And there are 3 ways to participate with Monat. The first way is to spend money. And before I go into that, I just want to mention that all 3 ways offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on every purchase every time, and offer purchase plus discounts. So the more you spend, the more you save type thing, up to 25% extra. All right, so the first way is to pay full price and shipping. But you know, good true friends don't let their friends pay shipping. Number 2 is our most popular way to save money, and that's as a VIP, where you basically get 4 products for $84. And you get 15% off the retail product prices. You get free shipping. You enjoy a flex ship suite where you get to decide when the product comes to your house. Excuse me. You're in control of that order for when you need or want your favorite products. They don't want shampoo showing up on your porch when you don't need it, okay? So you can also utilize our Refer a Friend program, where you give 20 and get 20 for giving somebody else $20, that is. And you have access to our juicy flash sales and a birthday gift. So it's pretty, the perks for being a VIP are amazing, I think. The third way is my favorite way, because you can save money and make money. And that way you can become better friends with people. You can earn money by sharing products you love. They are consumable products in this booming industry of anti-aging. Did you know that your hair ages? I mean, and we have the skincare like Jen talked about, and our compensation plan actually pays out 50% on the dollar with bonuses. And we're in the top 2% payout of all network marketing companies. That's a big bragging right. So having a few extra $100 in your bank account per month, or depending on your goals, you can have more, obviously, it's limitless. You can earn incentive trips, get bigger discount on products, and participate in our 3-tier car program. And what I would like to invite you to do as we close this out is to get back to the person who invited you here so they can help answer your questions, and let them know if you're more into like 1, 2, or 3. And my favorite part for the night is I will announce your name, and then if you would just share your name, I guess I'm saying your name. So just tell what city you're watching this from. And most of you are VIP customers, so you're already loving your hair. So if you've got a hair challenge or a struggle, you can list that. But the most important is list something that you're grateful for, that you've kind of thought more about since we've been sheltered in. And then we will close this out. So I'm going to unmute you as I call your name out. So Miss Allie, I'm going to have you go first.
Am I unmuted? Did it work? Hello? I don't know.
Away from her phone.
I am here.
Okay, let's have Georgia go. And I think maybe you have to unmute your own phone. Maybe that's what the deal is here.
Okay, can you hear me? Did you want me on?
Okay, Georgia, sorry, I am having trouble on my volume over here. Did you go?
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Did you share what you're grateful for?
What I'm thankful for? Okay, I know I can barely hear you. I don't know why. Just like thankful for what in life, or with Monat, or what am I doing?
Something you're grateful for through the shelter in process.
Oh, you know what? Lisa knows best, and my girlfriend Alex here too, that I have just been struggling with actually getting my business back up and running. And that's not because of anything to do with the current events that's happening outside of us, but just for myself, work, kids, school. So this whole situation that's actually happening, I was obviously going to be heading out for maternity leave eventually, and my goals were to focus back on my business once that occurred. But given the circumstances, I was like, you know what? I finally actually have this time at home. I'm enjoying my time with my children, so I'm grateful for that. But getting my business up and going again, talking about the products, and today I finally get to use my little ring light thingy system I have going on here that I bought 2 years ago, and I never got to use it. So I think that's the most that I'm grateful for. I know it's a really tough situation. I have 3 children here at home, plus 2 stepchildren that don't live with me. We're still living apart, but and I have a little one on the way. So I am sheltered in and not working. I'm in the service industry. So it was a bit of a freak out at first, but then I said, you know what? I have to figure out how to turn this into the most positive situation that I can. So Monate has just always been right in front of me, and I was on a roll, and instead I drowned myself. Honestly, it was all up to me, and instead I focused on my job and I guess enjoying life a little too much, we could say, instead of focusing on the business and doing what I knew would get me and my family in a different position in life. So that's what I'm most grateful for about this, is just, I guess, the time I have back. But I didn't realize that it would take all this to get me there.
Right.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Marcy, will you go?
Sure. Can anybody hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm thankful that I get to work from home. I'm just thankful that I still have a job during this quarantine time, you know, that that I can provide for my family, and I have 2 kids, and they are doing homeschool with me, and it's a little challenging for sure. But it's been good. I get to provide a little one-on-one time with them, and I think they love that. And yeah, I'm just grateful to have a job. So
Cool.
And I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Cool.
Okay. I think she's done. I actually can't hear anybody, you guys. So Alexandra, would you mind going next?
Sure. Can you hear me? No? Yes? No. Mute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? No, maybe not. I don't know how to work this. Okay. Okay, well, anyways, my name is Alexandra. I'm from Plano, Texas, and oh, cool, thank you. From Plano, Texas. I have 1 son. He's curious. His name's Dominic. He's 3. And I've never, it's my first time going on a Monet call, so I'm really good friends with Georgia. So just kind of grateful that we met through the service industry and are at home and spending time with our family. I just had gallbladder removal surgery, so I'm here recovering and just waiting for this time to pass. So yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Thank you for sharing.
Goodbye.
So adorable.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, Carla, will you go?
Okay, my name is Carla Anderson. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Well, everybody else can hear you. I just can't.
Oh, okay. My name is Carla Anderson. I'm from Pleasanton, California. Okay, the thing that I'm most grateful for right now is my family. We were able to have 2 Zoom calls with all 4 of our children and our grandchildren the past 2 Sundays, and that was really fun. We really enjoyed getting to see all of them in their homes and see what they were doing and talk to them about their lives a little bit. We really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm done. Bye. That's all.
Okay, I'm guessing she's done because her mouth's not moving anymore. Okay, thanks. All right. If you are muted and want to share, then go ahead and unmute. I think I might have gotten everybody except for EJ, but I think, okay, I think that one, they've got something going on. All right, so I'm just going to close this out. Again, thank you for joining us. We're just so glad to be able to spend some time with you, get to know you a little bit better. I will catch the replay to hear all the gratitude stuff because I love that part. But we'll have another event like this in a couple weeks, so stay tuned if you'd like some more information. But we hope and pray that you will stay safe and healthy with your families during this time. And we just have a lot of love that we want to extend out to you. And anyway, thanks again, you guys. Talk to you later. Ciao.